Hey deeters, and welcome back to my channel, Doris's Daily Deets, where I discuss everything from fashion, beauty, a little bit of luxury to lifestyle. As you could tell by the title, this is going to be my 2022 luxury wish list. I know it's a little late, but hey, better late than never, I guess. But before we get started, if you have not hit the subscribe button, make sure you go ahead and hit that button like right now. Make sure you go ahead and comment, engage, subscribe, all that good stuff, because of course that's how I'm going to continue to grow here on this platform. And hit that notify me option as well, so you know when I'm uploading these videos. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead, jump right into the video. So I was going back and forth on whether or not I was even going to do this video. I'm like, let me go ahead and do it because I want to kind of hold myself accountable for buying luxury this year. I don't buy that many luxury pieces, to be honest. I mean, it may seem like I do, but trust me, guys, I don't. I mean, every once in a while, I'm like, I'm just trying to be very more intentional about my purchases for 2022, for 2021 as well, but definitely a lot more for 2022. So I'm like, should I do it? Should I not? But I'm like, no, I want to do this because I want to be able to, like, just look back and see, did I really stick to this list? So we're just going to go ahead and just jump right into the first item. The first category is, I have a little list here because I will be all over the place without one. I want to try out, well, I said like some luxury costume jewelry. Two pieces that come to mind. Now, I'm a mixed metal girl, hence why you see this ring here. It's like gold and silver, then that's gold earrings. So that's just me. I'm a mixed metal girl. So I just think that the Fendi earrings that are, one is gold and one is like that silver, I absolutely love those. There's also a watch that I want to pick up by Hermes that I see on the pre-love market for really good prices, like maybe like in the $300 range, and it also is like a mixed metal. And of course I'm going to pop both of those on the screen so you guys can see. But yeah, so when I think of costume jewelry, I'm thinking of like some really nice mixed metal pieces, so that way I'm not limited to how I can wear them. And yeah, so those are really the only two costume jewelry pieces that I'm really looking to add into my collection. Now, as far as fine jewelry, I do also want to get more into fine jewelry this year. I'm not sure how much though, because when you start getting into fine jewelry, it can get really expensive, especially depending on the pieces and things like that. Now, I do know I want to create me a really nice stack, and I'm really thinking about adding a David Yurman, one of those like cuffs, to my collection. We'll see how that goes, because those are upwards of like $400 to $500 for one. So we will see how this year goes, but that's just something on the back end that I'm thinking about. But jewelry is really a focus that I really want to make. Now, I still will be getting some costume jewelry that is not luxury, of course. I mean, I love a good elevated costume jewelry piece. It does not necessarily have to be name brand, but I didn't think it was necessary for me to include it in this video, so I didn't. So yeah, so jewelry is going to be a really big focus for me in the year 2022, just because I feel like I've really outgrown a lot of the pieces in my collection so far, and I'm just on to bigger and better things. Okay, now the next item is actually a hat, and I'm sure you guys have seen this hat all over YouTube, Instagram. If you're a watcher of like luxury content, or you consume that type of content, then I'm sure we all have seen the Ruslan Baginsky. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. What do they call it? A baker's boy hat? I don't know. I think that's what it's called. But oh my goodness, I want this hat, but I want it in the two-tone, the patent leather mixed with the black, preferably with the rhinestones. Love it. So yes, I want to add one of those hats to my collection. Know me, then you know that I am a hat girl, head accessory girl. I just love a good hair accessory, headband, all of that. So I really, really am looking forward to adding one of those hats to my collection. Now, moving on to another head piece that a lot of people don't really talk about or include, but it's one of those Mary Jane Claverall turbans with like the rhinestones and all of that. Guys, those are absolutely gorgeous. I love those. Now, will I actually get that this year? I'm not sure. but it's a wish. Again, this is a wish list. This is not saying that everything on here I'm going to end up having by the end of the year. I mean, these are just things that kind of keep me on track. So when I am thinking about splurging, I'm like, well, is this really better than what I had on my list? You know, it really just kind of helps keep you on track with your spending, I feel like, especially when these are higher price point items. So these range, I believe, anywhere from like $300 to $400, which is really steep for me for a head wrap. And I'm like, ugh, but I just love them. I think they're gorgeous. Now, if I find a really good dupe, or if you know of any good dupes, list them down in the comments below, because I am open to a dupe. I just have not seen any dupes that really like speak to me like the actual you know, real item does. So hopefully, you know, I can come up with something. But yeah, that's another item that I have been really having my eye on. Now let's go ahead into our favorite category, handbags. And surprisingly, I don't have that many handbags on here because honestly, my collection, I would say in 2021, it really is starting to really shape into the type of collection that I want to have. But the one thing that I am missing from my collection is, number one, a black bag with silver hardware. Now, what I'm really trying to look for, and I think I found the perfect bag, to be honest, and it is this Louis Vuitton Cleary bag. Now, this is what I look for in a bag. I wanted something that could also be worn like dressed up as a clutch. I didn't want anything too casual because I do find that, you know, I don't think I leave, you know, will be carrying enough to not have that versatility there. You know, I don't need also a casual bag and then a super dressy bag. I want one that's all in one because I don't dress up that often. So this particular bag, I love it because it has a top handle. You guys know I'm a top handle girl now. It also has just a very, very understated LV, and it has a back pocket and a crossbody strap. You can't go wrong. The price point of it is still a little on the more expensive side, but we all know Louis Vuitton is constantly having price increases, so I think that's what's driving it. So I have not seen it for under $1,000, which is not bad. It's a full leather handbag, and it honestly includes everything that I would want in a bag. So that is the one that I'm really leaning towards as far as that goes. Now, the rest of the bags are just some fun bags. Not sure if I'm going to get them, but the next one is one of those Fendi Baguette Nano with the like crossbody chain. Have you guys seen these bags? Those are like, I'm almost convinced that I'm going to be getting this because, for one, this is hot. And I know you guys are like, wait, what? Why would you get that? Because listen, I don't have anything Fendi in my collection. So, you know, I already told you guys that I'm looking at the Fendi earring. I think those are really, really cool. But I like this because I also can use that just as a little wallet. Like, it can honestly still hold like my key holder, like my car key. Because what I find is that when you have like those remote starter type car keys and you put it on the ends of the key holders, it tends to weigh it down, and it like causes a lot of those. And I've tried multiple different key holders, and each time it comes off. So I think this is by it having like that a little more depth to it. I'm able to, you know, still use that in that way. And then, of course, it has a strap. So if I ever want to just go out and, you know, of course, I can't fit my phone, but if I'm ever out, maybe I have on like a blazer, I can always put my phone in my pocket, just throw the bag over it. And it just is a cute little flex. And I was like, wait, that's perfect. That's really honestly what I need. And again, I'm all about functionality, versatility. I believe these retail for $750, which is really expensive. But I'm thinking for the cost per wear and the use that I would get out of it, it really would be worth it. And I really do see myself, you know, really gravitating towards something like that. Because even when I'm not using it as a bag, I still will be using it like as a little wallet or catch-all to go inside of my bag. So yes, that is on there. And then the last bag is going to just be another item, another Hermes item, because honey, I'm claiming that 2022 is going to be the year of the Hermes, darling. But it's the bridal brac Hermes little bag that's like just a little handheld bag. Of course, I'll post a picture. But yes, I love it. Now, what I love most about this bag is, for one, I want the orange one because, I don't know, when I think of Hermes, you just think of orange. And yeah, I love that. Now, I'm on the fence because, I mean, I see some people that turn, I'm a crossbody girl, if you don't know that. I love how it has a top handle, but it does not have a crossbody strap. But the price point, with it coming in at under $600, is not bad for a, you know, entry level Hermes. It's not really a bag, but you know, for that price, it's going to be getting used as the bag. And I'm on the fence about it. It's a wish list item. I don't know if I'm really going to pull the trigger on it. I'm thinking I am. I don't know why I feel like this is going to end up being like one of those bags that like everybody's going to start wearing once, like, I don't know, some influencer, some super influencer starts wearing it or something. So I don't know. I may try to hurry up and jump on the bandwagon before the prices skyrocket. I don't see it available online a lot, so that's one of the ones that I probably would have to go in store to try to source if I do decide to get it. But yes, that is the last bag that I really, that's just on my wish list. I'm not saying that I won't end up getting any other bags or anything this year, but the ones that I'm really like that stand out in my mind, those are the only 3. So I think that's pretty good. Just 3 bags. And that's doable. That's attainable. Okay. Now, next item is it's another accessory piece. I should have included this earlier when we were talking about hats and everything, but it's just a designer scarf. Because, guys, a silk scarf, not just like any scarf, not a wool scarf. I'm all about versatility. A silk scarf, because I have just been seeing so many different ways that you can wear those scarves. You can do them as tops, as skirts, as shawls, just so many different ways. If you watch TikTok, then you will know the girls are out here showing you all kind of ways to recreate items in your closet. So I'm like, yes, that's just the perfect way to just have an elevated something, you know, luxurious, but still have a lot of versatility with it. You can, of course, always put it on your hair, use it as a head wrap, anything. So I'm here for the designer scarf. It more than likely will probably end up being a Hermes scarf, because we're going to go ahead and get into the last section here in just a second. But yeah, so that's that item. And then another item that I want to add is going to be the loewe belt. Guys, that belt is amazing. That is truly like a dream. If you have not seen the loewe belt, of course, there's going to be pictures posted. Guys, this is like when I think of like the perfect belt, I just think of that belt. I think of the fact that like it just, you would really get your cost per wear out of that. I think that's like one of the best investment pieces that you could really get. So yeah, I'm hoping I really can add this to my collection this year, because I really want to, and I really want to add it sooner than later. So yeah. All right. Last accessory item that we're going to talk about. This would not be a luxury wish list without a pair of sunglasses. Now, I love loewe sunglasses. Am I as pressed as I am for this particular pair? No. I really love the Chanel cat eye sunglasses that have the Chanel written across like the top part of the lens. Those are so unique. And the price point, they're expensive, but they're not as expensive as some of these other fashion houses. And for it to be Chanel, you'd be really surprised. I absolutely love these sunglasses. I know I'm adding those to the collection this year. I mean, there's no doubt, no debate in my mind. I'm in the market for a pair of black sunglasses. I have all different types of other colors, and I really thought that I wanted to do those loewe ones with like the colored lens. But when I seen these Chanel ones, I said, nope. If I do get a loewe pair, it would just be a pair that's on sale or some like really great deal came up. But as far as what's on my wish list, the Chanel's, honey. Chanel all day. So yes, I want to add a pair of those. And then lastly, it's just a pair of shoes. Just one pair. Believe it or not, just one pair of shoes is on my luxury wish list. And that's just because I feel like, honestly, I don't know. I'm not that pressed this year. Now, if something just comes about and I'm just like, oh my God, I just have to have that, then maybe I'll think about adding on to the list or something. But for right now, the ones that I'm for sure knowing that they will be added to the collection this year, a pair of Hermes Oron sandals. I have been on the fence going back and forth about whether or not I think these sandals are worth it. And they just are. Like I said, this is the year of the Hermes, darling. And you know, it's one of those shoes that I honestly just keep thinking about. Like, you know, if it had been something where I just forgot about them, I'm like, oh, they seem overhyped. It's just a classic sandal. I think I want to get the white pair. I don't have any like slide in white. No, I don't have any white sandals. I think I'm going to get the white pair. Now, now if they fit properly and I end up loving them, I may down the line, we don't know when, maybe 2023, start getting into other colors of them. But to start off, I think I honestly just would like the white pair. They're gorgeous. And I just think they're just the perfect added accessory for the spring summer season. And that's it. I don't really need to, I don't know, I guess because I live in more of a colder climate, I don't feel the need to splurge a lot on sandals and everything. But if it's a classic pair that I really think are timeless, then I don't mind it so much. And they're leather, so yeah, I wanted to add those. And then now that we're done talking about that, there's one fragrance, just one. Now there's some other fragrances that I like, that I'm interested in, but one that I really want, that's luxurious, beautiful, that I really want to add to my collection. Granted, if it smells good, because I've only smelled one version of it. It's the Parfums de Marly. Now, it's either the one in the gold bottle or that clear bottle or the one in the hot pink bottle. That one in that light pink bottle, I think it's called Delina, that everybody has. I have a sample of that. I like it. It's not like, it's nothing where I just have to have it, but the bottle is just so gorgeous. It's like honestly the most beautiful perfume bottle that I honestly have ever really seen. I mean, it's just gorgeous, especially the one in the pink. The one that I'm really hoping that I really like is that one in the hot pink bottle. It retails for I think over $300, which I'm still trying to understand why. But the bottle is so beautiful that I'm almost willing to take the splurge if I like the smell. I'm not buying anything that I don't like the smell of. But I also do like the gold. I mean, I think the bottle on either one is beautiful, but I really am leaning toward that hot pink bottle. So that what I say. That would conclude the list. I think that's it. I didn't write that one on here. Oh no, I have it written down. I don't know why I thought it didn't. So, I mean, quite a few items. Not sure if I'm getting everything, but this is just a little guide. Hopefully this was helpful for you guys. Let me know in the comments if any of these items happen to be on your luxury wish list. I'd love to hear from you guys. And if you made it this far, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.